Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start with a new lesson, that is housing and clothing. Lesson number 7. All living beings need a house to live in, as animals live in caves, birds live in nests, and insects live in holes. Same, the humans also need a house to live in. A house protects us from heat, rain, cold, storm, wild animals, and thieves. It provides us shelter and comfort. A house is very important and necessary for us as it keeps us and our things safe. A house has to be strong, airy, and well lit. A house has to be kept clean. Houses can be built with different materials like bricks, cement, hay, bamboo, and many more things. Water plays an important role in the construction of buildings and houses. How a good house should be built. The first point, the home should be airy and very well ventilated. The material used in constructions should be of good quality. The height of the ceilings should be between 10 to 12 feet. The living rooms must have enough space. Kitchen should have enough space and an exhaust fan. A good house should be clean, airy, safe and comfortable. It should receive enough water supply. It should have good and proper drainage system. A house should have clean and green surroundings with trees and flowering plants. It should have separate areas for different functions. If the house is small, then one room may be used for many purposes. Different types of room and its use. Drawing room. A drawing room is a room in a house where visitors may be entertained. Bedrooms. Bedrooms are for bed purposes, sleeping, pleasant and restful time and body recovery time. In order to sleep well, a body has to relax fully, so we use bedrooms. A kitchen. A kitchen is a room or part of a room used for cooking and food preparation. The main functions of the kitchen are to store, prepare and cook food and to complete related tasks such as dishwashing. Bathroom. Bathroom is a place where we take bath. Wash basin, a place to wash your hands, and toilets where waste is thrown out from our body. Storeroom. A storeroom is a room in which you keep things until they are needed. A storeroom is filled with old furniture and many more things. Study room. A typical study might contain a desk, chair, computer, desk lamps, bookshelves, books and file cabinets where we can sit and study. How can we keep our house clean? We can keep our house clean in many ways. We should clean our house and its surrounding every day. The bathrooms should be cleaned, washed with Lysol or phenyl. The drains outside the house should be covered so that flies and mosquitoes do not breed. The floor of the house should be mopped daily. The household garbage should be collected in a covered dustbin. Remember, do not keep the dustbin in the kitchen. If needed, keep a covered dustbin. The doors and the windows of the house should be fitted with wire nettings to prevent mosquitoes and houseflies from entering the house. It will be very easy to keep our house clean if every member of the family work hard to keep the house clean. There are some more ultimate cleaning ways. Dust your house, clean furniture, fabric, clean mirrors and glass, clean surfaces, clean the kitchen and bathrooms, clean floors, vacuum the house. We have completed housing and now we are going to start with clothing. What is clothing? The item worn on the body, or you can say it is also known as clothes, apparel and attire. Clothing is typically made of fabrics. Nowadays, most of the clothes we wear are made different kinds of cloth. For example, cotton, wool, silk, nylon or plastic. There are two types of fibers, natural fiber and synthetic fibers. Let us see first what is fiber. Fiber is defined as a natural material available as a raw in the form of the tiny thread-like strands which are converted into yarn. Or you can say fibers are thin, long, flexible and hair thread-like structures. The fibers are usually obtained from two main sources, plants and animals. These fibers are called the natural fibers. Cotton, wool, silk are examples of natural fibers. Apart from the natural fibers, there are synthetic fibers which are artificially synthesized by humans with the help of machines and technologies in the textile industries. These fibers are also called as man-made fibers. For example, rayon, nylon and polyester are examples of synthetic fiber. Types of natural fibers. The natural fibers are of two types, plant fibers and animal fibers. Fibers that are obtained from plant sources are called plant fibers, such as cotton, jute, coconut fiber, etc. The fibers that are obtained from animals are called animal fibers. For example, silk, wool. We get wool from sheep and silk from silkworm. Different types of clothes are made from these fibers. Now, let us discuss about fabrics. What are fabrics? Fabrics are defined as the clothing material which is made by weaving or knitting threads and is obtained from the yarn. They are made from tiny thread-like fibers. These fibers are twisted to make a yarn. The complete process of making or producing fabrics from fibers. First process, extraction of fibers either from the plant or animal source. Second, a group of filament or staple fibers extracted are twisted together to form a yarn. Third, these yarn are twisted tightly and allowed to rotate on the different types of the rollers, weaved and knitted by passing a different number of yarns together to produce fabric. Fourth, finally the fabrics are produced. These fabrics are treated with chemicals in the textile industries to make different types of clothing materials like cotton fabric, woolen fabric, silk fabric, polyester fabric, etc. These fabrics are processed for bleaching to give a smooth, shiny look. Color dyeing means to add colors to the fabric materials, and screen printings are done to design the fabrics. Let's see how cotton fabrics are made. Cotton is picked up from the fields. The seeds are separated by combing. This process is known as ginning. Ginned cotton is compressed to form bales. These bales are sent to the spinning mills. After that, the cotton bales are loosened and cleaned. This process is known as carding. The cotton fibers are then converted into rope like loose strands. The strands are twisted to make yarns. This process is known as spinning of cotton yarns. Lastly, the yarns are then used to make fabrics by weaving and knitting. The same process of bleaching, color dyeing and screen printing are done on these cotton fabrics. We are going to learn about the woolen clothes. We wear woolen clothes in winters because they keep us warm. We get wool from fleece of animals like sheep, goat and camel. Sheep's wool is used more. Wool is natural material. People use wool fiber to make clothing, blankets and other things to keep us warm at cold places and in winter. Here are some steps of processing fiber into wool. The first process, shearing, then scoring, then sorting, after that dyeing, after that straightening, and then rolling and combing is done. Shearing is the first step. In this method, the fleece of sheep along with thin layer of skin is removed. Next, scoring. In this process, the fleece is cleaned. This is done in a big tanks to remove the grease, dust and dirt. Next, the fleece is then sorted according to its texture and type. Since the fibers are mostly black and brown and white in color, they can now be dyed in various colors. This process of coloring is called dyeing. After dyeing is completed, the fibers are straightened, combed and rolled into the yarn. Then the longer fibers are made into wool for sweaters, while the shorter fibers are spun and woven into woolen cloth. We are going to learn about silk. Children, silk is a very soft, shiny and expensive material. It is used to make suits, saris and kurtas. Silk is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. Silkworms are fed on the leaves of the mulberry trees. Each worm spins a continuous thread up to 800 meters long to make a cocoon. The cocoon is boiled in water to kill the silkworm alive and then unwound to get silk fiber. The process of silk production is known as sericulture. Raising silkworm and harvesting cocoon, thread extraction, dyeing, spinning, weaving. We all know cotton, wool, silk are natural fibers as they are obtained from plants and animals. Fibers also produced in factories from both living things and chemicals. These are called synthetic fibers like nylon, rayon, terracotta, etc. Besides these, some clothes are made of leather that is obtained from animal skin. Canvas is used to make shoes and tents that are obtained from plants. Rubber is used to make waterproof clothes. We use coir from coconut to make carpets and footmats. Jute is used to make sacks. Nowadays, jute is becoming very popular making clothes.